Good afternoon, good afternoon. My name is Diana Restrepo. I am very excited to be here with you today and share with you the project that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. Before I get started, I want to say a big thank you to the Emergent Works community and team for making mentorship programs like the EW Winter Cohort possible. Big shout out to the mentors for sharing your time, resources, skills, and energy in support of our learning journey. To the mentees, a big shout out to y'all for supporting yourselves, for challenging yourselves, for sticking with it and following through all in support of your goals. And a special thank you to my mentor, Nikki Nikui, who is a brilliant, talented senior engineer who has consistently gone above and beyond to support me in my learning. So thank you. Without further ado, I'll talk a little bit about my project. My intention with this project was to really understand or get a solid foundation on how CSS, HTML, and JavaScript work together. I did not use any libraries because I wanted to really focus on laying these foundations and understanding how things are rendered on a page, how they're organized, what effects have on each other when you change things, moving things around. A lot of fun to learn. Several things that are happening on the homepage. So I'm introducing some text dynamically via JavaScript. This was a great learning experience here because I had to go back and forth between some examples that I saw in the documentation of really understanding what was happening and how these things were being made possible with this typewriter effect. I'm going to go ahead and move into my current work page on click, right? And what you have here is some tiles laid out. On hover, they're going to go ahead and flip, which was kind of fun to sort out how to do. And then inside of here, inside of this JavaScript tile, I have my first work with event listeners and introduction to toggling classes and elements. So I'm using event listeners for two things. One, I'm listening for the user to click on this button, and that's going to go ahead and take you into full screen mode. And then I have another event listener that's listening for a viewport size change that is going to toggle between two backgrounds. So the intention is you click the button, it takes you into full screen, and we eliminate this background of the tile and replace it with something else. I'm going to go ahead and show you how that works. On click, brings you into this pretty nifty background video. There is no technical reason behind the video other than I thought it was pretty cool and I wanted to share it. Upon the pressing of escape, it's going to go ahead and take you back to this current work page. So that was my work with event handlers and toggling elements and just my introduction to DOM manipulation. Over here in web APIs, I'm using the fetch web API to create a random philosophy quote generator. So I'm going to go ahead and take you into this page. This was pretty awesome to sort out as well. Basically on click, it's going to go ahead and render a new quote every time. I also want to show, another really cool thing that I learned working on the project. Excuse me, 2 seconds, y'all. I just want to show you, how this works out. Was the use of dev tools, right? So dev tools was absolutely essential in creating my project, not only for debugging HTML and CSS and just understanding how these things are being rendered on a page, but also in my use of APIs, in particular the fetch API here. I could actually see firsthand whether or not I was getting back a status code of okay, how long it was taking. Just working with dev tools definitely helped. And it was cool to kind of learn, what's going on because this was very new to me. So as you can see, I'm clicking the button and it's going ahead and it's making that request. And then it's returning a status code of 200, which indicates that everything is good. I randomized the quotes via JavaScript. I'm going to go ahead and close this real quick. And Last but not least, I want to take you into my contact page. So I created a form. I'm gonna go ahead and input some stuff in here and show you how this works. I want to make sure that I can showcase the actual stuff that's happening behind the scenes. So on submit, I'm making a request, and I'm also toggling some elements as well. As you can see, the contact form was replaced with a message that says, hey, your message has been sent, and we're actually making this request. Last but not least, I'm going to show you a little bit of the code that I used to make this happen. So there's a server. I'm contacting the server here, and then I'm not going to get too into this, but I did want to highlight that this was going on in the back end, and this was a really cool part of the learning process, was really understanding the HTTP lifecycle and how all of these things work together. Oh, and last but not least, I added the links to some contacts. So my GitHub is connected here as well, and my LinkedIn also. So hey, that's me. Okay, all right. Yeah, this was my project. Learned a lot of different things here, and I'm just happy to be able to share it with y'all. All right, bye.